Welcome back to Lost in the Sauce. It is your lucky day. Today, I'm giving you my Christmas jam recipe. You're gonna love it, and so will everybody that you're gifting it to. First, grab a crock pot, and we're gonna throw some cranberries just to cover that bottom about 2 layers deep. Then we're gonna get 2 containers of strawberries, wash them, half them, and toss those right in as well. Next, we're gonna zest 1 lemon and 1 orange. Keep the orange because we're gonna cut that up, toss it in, and then put all of the juices from that cutting board in there as well. Cover it and cook it on high for about 20 minutes. Then we're gonna stir it and gauge whether our fruits are sweating out their juices or not. Mine were not quite, so I let it go for another 15. Then I stirred it one more time and we're gonna add in our sugar. You're gonna do 3 cups and mix it until it is completely dissolved. So this takes about 2 to 3 minutes, I would say, until you get that gel-like consistency and you don't see any more sugar. Cover it again, cook it for another 15. Then we're gonna come back and add our spices. You're gonna start with your cinnamon. Now, you know I do not measure, but this is about 1 teaspoon. Then we're gonna add in some ground nutmeg, and that's about half the amount of the cinnamon you put in, so let's say a half a teaspoon. Then go in the ground cloves, and that is about half of the nutmeg, so about 1/4 teaspoon. We're going to cover that, cook it for an hour, stirring occasionally, and you should get this consistency. Now, every time I stir, I am kind of squishing those fruits up against the sides just to get that extra flavor incorporated in there, but also to help it break down a little faster. Once it's done, we're gonna either emulsify or blend it. Now, I use my Pampered Chef blender because it has this really nifty jam setting, and we're just gonna pop that in there. And I did have to move this into 2 different portions, just so you know. Next, we're gonna put it back in the crock pot, put in 1 packet of your pectin, and cook it for about 10 minutes. Now, we are going to do our jelly test by taking a chilled plate and putting a little bit of jam on there just to see if it does jam up, give us that jam-like consistency. If it doesn't, just cook it for another 10 minutes, no big deal. Once it's done, so in my case it was, we're going to jar it. Not gonna go through the whole jarring process, which you don't even have to do if you're gonna eat this immediately, and trust me, mine goes fast. So go ahead and jar it. I made these adorable little stickers for the tops, and then you make sure you refrigerate them. You can eat it with peanut butter and jelly, or on top of a muffin or biscuit or toast, however you like your jelly, but trust me, you're gonna love it, and don't forget to subscribe.